Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. My day has been going pretty well today, so I hope yours is going great. This video I'm going to be talking about what you need for your fish tank and kind of stuff like that. This is more important stuff. There's probably stuff that you might need if you wanted to decorate the outside or wallpaper and stuff like that, but I'm not going to go very much into details. So let's get started. The first thing you are definitely going to need for your fish is fish food. Right here, my little moss ball that is in the tank right now came in this container. I did not get the moss ball at Petco. My brother actually got it somewhere in, I don't even remember, but it was living in here for a while with some white rocks, so I thought I might add it to the fish tank. But this is what the food actually is. I use this one because I have community fish and they don't just eat one thing of food. So I got tropical flakes, but this is kind of what it looks like. It's like green and orange, and I put them in the automatic fish feeder just because it's a lot easier for when I'm away. So that is the first thing you're gonna need. The second thing you're going to need is, this is very helpful for cleaning your fish tank. I already showed you guys, but it's just this really long tube thing. And basically what you do is you stick it into the fish tank and you go like this really fast while the water comes up. And I use a Home Depot bucket to put all the water in. And then I just pour it in the sink when it gets full. That is my way of doing it because I cannot move that tank. It's a 20-gallon tank, and it is heavy with water in it. So, I just have my big bin of stuff. But that is something you're going to need instead of literally scooping out the water with a, like, cup or something. This is a lot easier, and it's not that expensive. I think mine was like $10 or $11, so it's not that expensive. You can also get one that has like, not a motor, but I think it's for bigger fish tanks, probably like 40-gallon and up, because it still does take a while to drain out that. But of course, when you're cleaning a fish tank, you only do half of the tank, you don't do it all. The next thing, I'm going to skip our fish, like fake kind of fish toys like this. And I would go right to getting live plants. I was doing a lot of research on live plants because I didn't want to get the wrong ones, especially for community fish. So I don't think I showed you guys the tank. So stay tuned. I might do like a quick video on that. But I actually did get live plants. I have 5 of them right now. 4 are very small, and then 1 is quite big. I also have like one of kind of these toys, but it's just kind of like a plastic cage type thing. I don't know, it sounds really scary, but it's not. And then I put their favorite fake plant that the little fish love. It's kind of like the neon green one that stands straight up. But that's kind of my tank right now. But live plants are so much better for them, just because like plastic toys, they're okay, but you should definitely get live plants over plastic toys. I can make a video about that. So if we take our plastic toys out without breaking anything, the next thing I do have is a little net. I used this with my goldfish when I cleaned, which I was very young. You should not take your fish out of water and put it into a separate bowl. That's kind of what this cleaner is meant for, is it doesn't scare them and it's clear and stuff, so it's fine. But this is not necessary, but I do have this because some of the rocks at the bottom, it's really little and they just kind of float up, and they were trying to eat it, and I don't want them to eat it. I also don't want it to get stuck in the filter, so I just kind of took the net and scraped along the sides. But it is also helpful if you have food that gets stuck down below the rocks to kind of move it back and forth, and the food will come up. So this is something you don't necessarily need, but it is something I have just in case I do need it. Next thing, again, something you don't totally need, these are little just kind of weekend feeders. So you put them in, they need like they go for 3 days. They need a certain amount of temperature, But this goes for 3 days. I don't know for how many fish. It doesn't really tell you. I'm not reading the whole back of this. But this is not something you truly need. It's just something that might be easier. But I do have the fish feeder, which is a lot easier for me. So I got these when I had the goldfish. They've just been sitting in there forever. The next thing you're going to need, I just kind of pulled out these light bulbs, but basically the next thing you're going to need is a light. Even if you don't have plants or live plants, you're still going to need a light. Mostly having a light for live plants, I mean plants need lights to grow, so that's kind of something you need. But you should have a light either way. It can be on a hood, it can be a light. I don't know why I have these light bulbs. Anyway, next thing is rocks or gravel. This is probably something you should have. You can have a clear bottom. I just feel like it looks more put together if you have rocks or gravel. I use rocks because I feel like they're a lot easier to clean with like that cleaner thing. But I don't know, you guys can't really tell, but like all of this like little rocks, that's kind of what gets float to the top, and then they try to eat it. But rocks or gravel, I don't have a preference. I use rocks because I feel like they're more colorful and stuff. Well, actually, I do have a preference. It doesn't really matter. Feels like the rocks are easier to clean, but it's kind of up to you. The next thing you're going to need is a filter. I'm not going to bring my filter from over there because it's working right now. But they do make filters for 10-gallon tanks, 20 and up. So make sure you kind of read about it. This is a 20-gallon tank filter. If you go to Petco or kind of any place, it should have these. But make sure you read, because if you get like a 10-gallon tank filter, it's not going to filter a 20-gallon tank properly, and nothing's going to go wrong, but it's not going to filter enough stuff to actually clean it. The next thing you're going to need is, I actually have 2 bottles of conditioner. This is what makes the water safe for fish. Shampoo is not what you use. That is to cycle your fish tank. But conditioner is the stuff that you use when you clean your tank so that the new water you put in is safe for them. Next thing is you're going to need, if you have a filter, which you should have a filter, are the filter cartridges or whatever they're called. You're going to need these to actually filter. You're going to need these to actually filter out your tank. It doesn't just run by itself and magically filter out. Anyway, next thing you're going to need is a fish tank heater. Mine is in the tank right now heating. I'm not going to take that out because it's wet. But you're going to need a heater because in the winter it does get very cold. Again, if you look on the package that you're going to buy your fish heater, make sure you have like a 20-gallon heater for your 20-gallon tank, 10 for 10, because again, if you put a 10 with a 20-gallon tank, it's not going to heat properly. If you put a 20 with a 10-gallon tank, it might heat too much. The one I use, I found off Amazon. I don't really know which one it was, but again, if it says like 100 milliliters, it should have a chart about, I think 100 milliliters is a 20-gallon tank. Don't quote me on that because I'm not sure, but I think that's what it is. This is a lot of stuff. Also, you're going to need water for your tank. And you should definitely have a lid. Mine is kind of like the reptile lid, like the mesh one that actually came with the tank. But I am wanting to get a hood. I'm just kind of waiting because it is around Christmas time, so I'm waiting till after Christmas in case I do get it. But you definitely should have some sort of lid, even if it's like that, what I have right now, just because some fish actually do jump out, and that's not going to end well. So this was a lot of stuff. Fish are not the hardest animals to take care of, but they're not easy. They do need a lot of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in another video.